We have a long history with domesticated animals. The dog, for instance, was domesticated about 13,000 years ago. This relationship we have with dogs continues today. For instance, in Canada, the pet industry is about $6.5 billion per year. My name is James Gillett. I'm an associate professor in the Department of Health, Aging and Society, and I'm the Associate Dean, Grad Studies and Research in the Faculty of Social Sciences. My research is on the relationship between humans and animals, and particularly dogs, and how we collaborate with one another. And I think the best way to explain this research is through two case studies. So the first one I'll tell you about is called the Bronx Program. And the Bronx Program brings 4 dogs from the SPCA, and they live with 4 boys in a youth detention center. And over the course of 4 weeks, the boys learn how to train the dogs, and then the dogs are brought back to the SPCA and then rehomed. We found that the program is really valuable for rehabilitation, helps the boys with a sense of purpose, it helps them to have a connection to the outside world, and it also gives them a sense of self-worth. What we're looking at now with this program is whether it decreases peer-to-peer conflict within the youth detention center. So does it decrease the amount of conflict between the boys in the youth detention center? The second case study is right here on campus at McMaster, and it's called Dogs at Mac. And we have 2 therapy dogs who work with handlers, and they help students in 2 different contexts. We have Liam, who is a library dog who works with a librarian. And then we have Lily, who is an advising dog who works in the advising office. And we've found in looking at how the library dog and the advising dog works with students, it gives many students a greater sense of joy, and it decreases stress. What we're looking at now is whether or not involvement in this program also increases academic achievement among those students. So those are the 2 examples of case studies that I do in my research. They're both called animal-assisted interventions, and they're connected to this idea of One Health. And what I mean by One Health is that the well-being and the health of humans is closely tied to our interdependence with other species. And so in order to increase the health of humans, we need to recognize that our health is interdependent with all other species. We only have one planet, and we're all in it together.